Hello and welcome to another Last Epoch video. Today we're going to talk about how you can earn some money in the Merchants Guild if you're struggling with money. I'm kind of low on money myself right now, so this is going to benefit me as well. Well, the thing usually when you think about the Merchant Guild and how to make money fast, you usually think, oh, I'm gonna find a unique item with high LP, which is good and all, and that's usually how you get most of your money. But today I'm gonna talk about more of how you can earn some money with exalted items and the crafting mechanics of the game and the runes, especially the runes. So now we're gonna look at runes, specifically Rune of Havoc and Rune of Redemption, which are gonna be the parts in making money on exalt items. With these items, you can kind of change the tier 7 and tier 6 affixes of items. I'll make a quick showcase right now. Okay, so first we're gonna take a look at the Rune of Havoc and what it does. What it does essentially is it moves the like a tier on affixes around on the item. So let's say right here I have a tier 7 attunement, I have a tier 4 cooldown speed, and a tier 2 health. To use a Rune of Havoc, we need to have 4 non-sealed affixes, so I actually need to fill this in with something. I'm gonna fill it in with movement speed, because that's what we most likely want. So I'm just gonna put movement speed right in there. And then I'm gonna put the Rune of Havoc back, and then it's gonna shuffle these tiers on the affixes around and change which one is tier 7, which one is tier 4, tier 1, tier 2, etc. So we're gonna do that right now. Okay, so it didn't change. Everything else changed except for the tier 7, I guess. So let's do it one more time. And now we got tier 7 health, which was not ideal as well, but you get my point. The kind of thing. It's gonna move the tier 7 around. And with this, we're gonna try to shuffle the items around and try to earn value with the more sought after affixes. For example, movement speed, as you saw before, increased cooldown recovery speed on boots. Those are the top three things on boots you can get. There's one that's even more sought after, which is an experimental one, but I'll go through that later. And then we also have this, which is a contender for Rune of Redemption. And what Rune of Redemption does is it rerolls the tier 7 or the tier 6, the exalted affix of the item. So here I have a tier 7 prefix, so it's gonna reroll it into another tier 7 prefix. It's completely randomized, so it could become whatever, but the thing we want on these are usually the damage over time or the crit multiplier. So let's try. Now we get spell crit chance, which is not ideal really, but it is what it is. So that's kind of what the Rune of Havoc and the Rune of Redemption does. Here I made a spreadsheet, a kind of a money sheet for the Merchants Guild, where you can see most of the prices above 5 million on all the items which are Rune of Redemption worthy and Rune of Havoc worthy. We're gonna start off by looking at rings, because rings really are like safe. They're gonna be like, you're gonna get a million. These are like, you're always gonna get some of these if you like use 2 Rune of Havoc, 2 Rune of Redemption. So yeah, I recommend Rune of Redemption on these just because you're always gonna get some of these and it's free money basically. Then we also have amulets, which are kind of mid, honestly. You can get like 8 million, around 8 million on these. But the interesting parts are the helmet, the body armor, and the relics, especially the class ones, because they bring in millions. And I've started to use this strategy, and that's how I got most of my money. I had like 400 million before, but I've spent most of it. But this is how I made my money with the crafting components. And we're gonna take a look at, for example, the boots. This is the experimental one I talked about before. You can Rune of Havoc and move a tier 7 into the experimental one. So you can practically craft 57 million with a Rune of Havoc, or 2, however many you need to spend. But it's like crafting money basically. Then we have the helmet, with lightning blast. Like that's 126 million was the lowest one yesterday, so that's kind of crazy. And then we have frostwall duration, which is like 230 million gold. So this spreadsheet is just insane if you look at the grand scheme of things. Like acolyte relics, that's just money right there. If you get one of these on the prefix, like 332 million was the cheapest infernal shade level, 4 levels. So yeah. Now for an example for the redemption, I'm gonna grab these two and Rune of Redemption. They have a tier 7 on the prefix side, which is gonna be rolling on all the level 2 mage things, because this is a mage one and this is a acolyte one. So now we're gonna take a look at the spreadsheet again. On relics, what can we get on mage? Mage, we can get volcanic orb, 34 million, and frost glass, 69 million. And on the acolyte one, we can get up to 332 million, which is crazy. But yeah, let's take a look. So let's go back to the game. The mage one, if we can get Frostclaw, Volcanic Orb, big payday. Otherwise, kind of shit. So let's take a crack at it. Not ideal. One more. One more. Okay, let's try luck with the Acolyte one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Level of Aura Decay. Yeah, that's... Is that on the spreadsheet? No. Okay. So then it's probably not worth as much. Let's try once more. Summon Mage. Wait, is that on the spreadsheet? Yes. Skeletal Mage, 57 million. I just made 57 million on the Rune of Redemption. I used, what was it, 5 on the Acolyte one? And I just made 57 million if the price is still as the same it was yesterday. Let's take a look. Relic. We're gonna go here, check clear, skeletal mage. Lowest to high. 57, oh. Oh. 57 million was the lowest one yesterday, so I'm just gonna put it up there as well. 50 million, I believe it is, to get, yep. 50 million. Just by using Rune of Redemption. And the thing is with Rune of Havoc, it's gonna be, you're gonna have a lot more chances with the Rune of Redemption because they drop more often, but the Rune of Havoc is more consistent. So if we take a look at, wait, let me see here. This one, for example, this is gonna be rough because I only have one left because I accidentally fucked up. But if I do the, I believe it was this frost wall duration. Let me just take a check. Okay. Yeah, frost wall duration is 100. No, here on the helmet. Frost wall duration 230 million gold. Let's just try to get that again. All right. So I just slammed this on frost wall duration and frostbite chance. Let's hope this tier 7 moves on to this. Boom. Fuck. Okay, level to static orb. I don't think that's worth much. Unless the prices have changed. But when I get more Rune of Havocs, I can just keep slamming that until I get some money, I guess. So yeah. Alright, so when we're looking at the Weaver tree, we're gonna take a look at this right here, Runic Horde. 2 points in here is very good. It's gonna increase the chances of runes dropping for you after you complete the Echo objective. And then we're gonna take a look at Fury and Fortune. It's also gonna make the enraged enemies drop extra runes and glyphs. You're usually gonna get a bunch of glyphs, but you can also get some runes, so that's good as well. Tree over here, which is gonna remove all other things. So here's the runes, you're not gonna take this, but everything else you're gonna take, because it removes arena key, gold, experience, glyphs, beacon. Like we don't want this, because this is just in the way of us getting more runes. So we're gonna spam Vault of Barnacle. which is essentially just a loot room, with a bunch of loot lizards, and they're gonna drop a bunch of runes as well. And they're gonna max this out right here, because want more loot lizards in the caches. This is gonna bring you more runes. I'm promising you, they're gonna drop so much runes. Um, and as well as that, this is just to get some more legendary potential, because in case you get a good item, like a red ring with LP is good, and then you're free to put whatever item you want in these. Just personal preference, I guess. I'm gonna put the spreadsheet in the description below if you wanna check it out. I'm not gonna update it, so this is just from yesterday. So the prices might vary, might change in the future. I don't know. This is just what it was when I checking up all the items. So yeah. And also, if you're wondering why I haven't put in any weapons in the spreadsheet or talked about them, it's because they're usually kind of difficult to price, and like it's too much. I only care about like the levels and the special gear stuff for the class specifics. It's easier for me to find the prices, as well as it's easier to know if the item is valuable or not. Like if I'm gonna go inside my box and just check, I have so much shit here. I couldn't tell you if this shield was worth anything or anything like that. It's too much shit, so I decided to just go with the simple stuff, I guess. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and subscribe for more content like this in the future, and see ya.